Welcome to a random talk down Quant Street. This new series takes you behind the scenes of quant investing, breaking down complex ideas and asking the questions you've been afraid to ask. Harald, welcome. Good to have you here. Quant investing is often described as this black box. What do you think is at the root of that perception, and how do you, as a professional quant, counter that?
Yeah. Not the first time that I'm hearing that, so I'll do my best to challenge that. Where is it coming from? I mean, quant by design is super technical. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of crunching, a lot of numbers based on some code you've prepared. It's about statistics. It's about math. And many people, not sure about you, but many people have a math aversion, which sort of I think they just feel more comfortable if they put all of this in a black box and
let
don't
someone
touch
else
it.
deal with it.
Exactly. I think that's where maybe it's coming from. But if I think about quant, it's anything but opaque. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's an evidence-based approach. That's how we think about it, and that's effectively what it is. And if you think about other areas of life, think about your medical choices. You would always want to go for an evidence-based approach. Otherwise, you would not take that pill or that vaccine or whatever. And we just apply the same to investing. And if you think about investing, it's all about numbers. So it makes a lot of sense to quantify every step of the way, from estimating return to optimizing. It just makes a lot of sense. And how can we challenge that? We can just do these type of podcasts, right? Educate our clients and make sure that they understand what we do, whilst keeping the secret sauce to ourselves, of course. I mean, that's, I guess, understandable for everyone. Right.
That's definitely a fine balance. So now I would understand you wouldn't want to spill that secret sauce, but what does make Robeco Quant so special?
We think of ourselves as investment engineers. And especially in quant, we think of us being economic quants, meaning we just don't want to crunch numbers and have interesting patterns that seem profitable and invest in it. No, we want to understand why is it there. Is it like a true, genuine effect? We don't want to invest in statistical flukes that are not going to stay or persist in the future. So that's the core in investment thinking. And in this whole process, transparency is key. Mm-hmm. Especially if you think of, we are having a large team of quant researchers, 20 people, working on a well-oiled machinery, and that only works, if everything is transparent, every process is documented, and anyone can tweak the system to advance it to a better stage.
So even by design, the process is anti-black box, right?
Yeah, indeed. We think of us as being anything but black boxy.
So what you've described, to my mind, makes sense given a traditional approach to quant investing. But now, in a very short time, we've seen the advent of machine learning, NLP, and other next-gen quant techniques. Yeah. So I think that argument does get tougher to make, that it isn't a black box, because I think even fewer people understand what's within those models.
Yeah, indeed. So probably machine learning is sort of the epitome of black boxy in quant, and kind of our mindset doesn't lead us to, let's not touch it. It's black boxy. No, it's the opposite. We want to understand it. How can we use it? What's the potential value add over something standard linear? And of course, if you think of machine learning, are there any non-linearities that we could unveil? Are there asymmetries in the data? That's the premise of machine learning. And then the thing is apply the same principles, look under the hood, and there's so-called feature importances, which you can tease out and kind of find which of the features I'm using is actually driving what are the interactions. So you can actually fully rationalize what a given machine learning model is doing. Okay. The bar is a bit higher, but you can get there.
It's doable.
Yeah.
So given that, how do you communicate with your clients? You speak maths and stats on a daily basis. So how do you speak in the language of humans to make them comfortable with quant investing?
That's a fair point. While on the inside we have to be fully transparent to make this work. Of course, to the outside world we can't share everything. So that's a given. We have to essentially protect our competitive edge, right? But still, I would always argue that we at Robeco go to great length actually in educating clients. So it's, for one, of course, it's direct client engagement, but for another, we put out a lot of publication, I'd say. And that kind of ranges from both academic contributions, but also translating these findings into the world of Robeco quant investing. How does it actually make a difference? What is important? What does it mean? and breaking it down to white papers and client notes to make clients understand. And that, of course, builds a lot of trust. And of course, in that whole process, we keep the secret sauce to ourselves. We put it sort of still in a box, but rest assured, it's not a black one.
Harald, thank you. Well, thanks for tuning in. In our next episode, we'll be speaking to Jeroen Hagens, he's Client Portfolio Manager, about active quant and what's in it for you. Don't forget to share this podcast with friends, colleagues, and anyone who wants to understand what quant is all about.